JP, why do you have a chip on your shoulder?
I want to eat guacamole right now.
Don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to make guacamole in under 6 seconds.
Well, let's get started and see what we can do. Hey, you just ate my chip. So let's talk about stop motion in the context of condensing time.
Yeah, what's really interesting about stop motion is something that could maybe take you 20 minutes, like making guacamole, can happen in seconds. Also, you could bake a cake in the snap of a finger if you wanted. That's how fast you can condense time with stop motion. But right now, in our current social media climate, the one thing I get asked for clients, the timestamp is 6 seconds.
They want 6 seconds, so very short video.
Not even 10 seconds. They want 6 seconds. They want a viewer to be able to look at it, understand it, make decisions, and then move on to the next thing.
Okay.
And so you want to really pack a big punch at the beginning. You do not want that toothbrush wiggling in for 20 seconds because people are gone. They're watching the next video and they've already learned how to bake cakes, make guacamole, and dye their hair by themselves.
That's
like,
right.
They're not going to wait around.
A 6-second guacamole from fresh ingredients to finished. Let's get started.
So let me just tell you what we're going to do for the video.
Okay,
Before I
great
start
idea.
overloading you with all this information, we're going to lay out the ingredients for guacamole within a square because we want to be able to share this on Instagram because they have a really great square format there. All of our ingredients are going to mix together to the center, and then a bowl of guacamole appears. It will spin, and then it will stop. A hand will enter with the chip, scoop it, exit the frame, and you'll hear a crunch.
So you need a frame of the bowl so that we can see exactly where to place the items around it.
Exactly. And also, I have a lot of these lazy Susans in my studio. This is just something that we can use to be able to put the bowl down and then spin the bowl without actually having to move the bowl in increments. This is just a really easy hack to make spinning something really nice. So, time to get out all of our ingredients.
Let's do it.
All right, we are ready to take our first frame. We have all of our styled guacamole pieces, and I just put my elbow on the table.
Bump the table.
And it bumped. So we gotta be really careful not to bump the table. It's so hard because you always want to lean on it and you want it to prop up your body while you're like holding your breath and animating items. But this is what we're gonna do. We're going to take a couple of the elements. They're all gonna spin to the center and spin for a little bit, and then the bowl is going to appear and it's going to have fresh guacamole in it.
So some items are going to stay, some are going to go to the middle and spin, and then poof, guacamole.
Guacamole.
Do we want to say something here? Okay, yeah, just say, so here's our first frame.
That didn't happen. Here's our first frame.
Here's our first frame again.
All right, here we go. Here, we're going to start with
let's say it. So Tricia went through a process where the things were starting to get a little heavy in the middle and there wasn't a lot of room, and then we bumped the table.
And so we use that instead of spending our time to try and match up the pieces and fix the frame. We thought instead, let's just start over, be a little bit more intentional about what we're bringing into the center because we need it to really fit that shape of the bowl so that that transition really works. And in order to do that, we're actually going to take out the salt and pepper. We're going to just change some of the elements a little bit.
So this is interesting because we got several things going on here. We had the collapsing of time, the elements come in, you condense them really quickly. We have guacamole, but then you have the hand coming in. So now we're animating a human object. And really the process was exactly the same. You're just moving the hand in slowly, frame at a time. You're looking at dragging frames, it comes back, takes a chip, brings it out.
You can treat your hand just like an object. If you're using your own hand, or sometimes if you have another person's hand, I'll sometimes even grab their hand and say, here, here, here. So what I think is really important for beginning animators, seasoned animators, is to really capitalize on the amount of time that a viewer is going to pay attention. So what you want to do is just like get in, show them the story, really tell that story, and then conclude before they get kind of like viewer fatigue of like, I'm over it. I understand what's happening here. You know, you really want to just like show it to them, teach it to them, give them that punchline, and then move on.
And it doesn't always work out exactly what you wanted. The first time you went at it, it didn't quite work, so you went back, reset it, did it again.
Yeah.
So bumping the table is kind of a good thing because
it ended up working out better.
I think you would have been frustrated by the time.
I think so too. But what's nice is like with stop motion, as with life, it's just a process of trial and error. It's all an experiment. If it doesn't go as planned, that's okay. You can start over. And all you've really lost is just a little bit of time. but really what you've gained is experience and knowledge. So if you make a mistake, feel free to start over. You have our permission. Do whatever you need to do to make it a really cool animation.
So there you have it. If you want to see this and a lot of other great material about doing stop motion, you need to go to theslantlens.com, click on the online courses, and in there you'll find Trisha's complete stop motion basic to advanced guide. So get over to theslantlens.com, click on online courses, and pick that up today. So keep those cameras rolling.
And keep on clicking.